this man leaves the shore of this country.
All right, now with your years of experience as a lawyer, what do you make of Justice Dattijo's comments?
Well, I mean, that he only
CJN,
yes, Justice Muhammad only said what many of us who have been in practice for about 3 decades know, that corruption has seeped into the judiciary. Corruption, nepotism, all the vices that have afflicted the Nigerian society has seeped into the judiciary. Even the Justice Inyangokoro, who read the lead judgment, in 2016, this same Justice Inyangokoro was arrested by the DSS, and his response to the claims leveled by the DSS against him was that efforts were made by Rotimi Amechi, former governor of Rivers State, to bribe him to influence the judgment in the elections in Abia, Rivers, and one other state, and Akwa Ibom.
So why do you think that?
No, the critical issue is this.
He was oppressed now.
No, the critical issue is this. This justice made that allegation that an individual tried to bribe you, which is a criminal offense. Was Amechi ever prosecuted for that offense which Justice Inyangokoro alleged? The answer is no. So you begin to wonder. So this is the same man who has read this lead judgment. And somebody is coming out to say that...
Shouldn't we now trust him? I mean, if sometime in the past,
yes,
he came out to say, look, somebody tried to bribe me and I did not take the bribe.
Yes, okay.
Shouldn't we now say, this is a man whose words we should hold in high esteem? I mean, there are issues. The Supreme Court had the prerogative,
yes,
to either accept new evidence or not.
Good. No, but you see, why you cannot say that is this. You should ensure that that person is prosecuted, because that is how that is the extent it goes. If you do not do that, if you don't go to that extent, that means it's hearsay. It's neither there or here. But that is the character of the person who has now come and read this judgment, which many practitioners, locally and internationally, have serious objections about. You see, we are even focusing too much on this certificate issue. There are salient issues in that judgment which Nigerians have neglected. One of it is the removal of subpoenaed witnesses. All their evidence, their testimony, it was totally removed by the lower court. And this Supreme Court affirmed all the judgments, all the rulings of the lower court. Now, what does subpoena evidence mean? A case has already started and the court orders you to produce a witness who will testify either with documents or orally. And this presidential tribunal said those witnesses should have filed their depositions at the commencement of the case. An impossibility. And that is what the Supreme Court has affirmed. One other thing the Supreme Court affirmed is that irrespective of the regulations and bylaws INEC made, we should discountenance all of it, and INEC is free to do whatsoever it wishes. Now, those two issues, to me, are even more critical than the issue of certificate forgery, because those are the fundamentals of our laws. In Nigeria, over 95% of the rules we obey are bylaws and regulations. And what the Supreme Court has now stamped as a stamp of authority is that all those bylaws and regulations are immaterial, as long as they're not contained in the extant law. And that is, with all due respect, absolute nonsense. But these are the basis on which this jaundice decision was arrived at. So Nigerians have all the rights to be angered about the process. And then when somebody now, like the Abubakar comes out and say, okay, this is wrong, somebody else working for the presidency comes and begins to reel out stuff that are very, very, very derogatory. That's rather unfortunate.
All right.